Assalamualaikum everyone. Today we have received a letter from Cambridge International, and that is their response to the alleged leakage of exam papers in recently concluded May-June exam series. Through this letter, Cambridge has confirmed following. Number one, Cambridge will not compromise on the integrity and security of their exam papers. We do appreciate that and we acknowledge that. Number two, some questions were available to candidates before the exam were taken for 3 exams. AS A-level mathematics exam, 2 components, component 1-2 and component 4-2. And AS A-level computer studies exam, component 2-2. The solution Cambridge came up with to ensure that candidates get fair and valid and reliable results, that those questions which were available to candidates or some of the candidates before the exam, full marks will be awarded. And the questions, remaining questions, will be marked as per the performance of the candidates. This is done as per Cambridge to ensure that candidates who had access to some of the questions do not have an advantage over those who did not have that access. Number 2, the total marks remain unchanged. Number 3, students who had the access to those questions before the exam and those who did not have the access are treated fairly at the same level. And of course, this will raise the total marks obtained by the candidates, and Cambridge will consider that while deciding about the grade threshold or grade boundaries. So this year, in these subjects, the grade threshold will be a little or maybe significantly higher. However, our queries, our concerns, and our questions. Number 1, which questions? Please do provide us the list of those questions for which Cambridge plans to give full marks. Number 2, question paper. It is not possible to identify or find out a question before the exam paper unless one has the access to the complete exam paper. How can we justify that some questions were seen? How can we justify this statement that some questions were leaked? There was a security breach for some of the questions, but the other exam questions they remain intact. That's not possible. When a student had an access to one or more than one question of an exam paper, that surely means that some students had the access to the entire question paper. And Cambridge actually confirms there is a contradiction. In one part of the letter, Cambridge says that some questions were compromised, but the other questions remained safe. In the same letter, Cambridge writes that those who were responsible for stealing the paper were caught. Investigation led to the culprits, and action will be taken against them. So Cambridge admits that someone stole the paper, not the question. How can you steal one question and not the entire paper? So let's accept the exam paper was breached. There was a breach of the entire exam paper, and not only a few questions. I do understand the constraints Cambridge has in arranging a new exam, cancelling this exam, and arranging a new exam, but that probably should be the right course. We cannot deny, on the basis of the information Cambridge shared with us, this is evident that the entire exam paper was breached. However, we expect that the system Cambridge is adopting will help candidates, or most of the candidates, get a fair grade and a grade that is reliable. However, likelihood of this is not 100%. Why I'm saying so? Because we know now that there are some people who can breach the system, who can break into the system of Cambridge, and who can steal the exam papers. And I acknowledge that Cambridge mentioned that there were rumors and there was unconfirmed news and there were efforts to snatch money from candidates. Now, who is fueling these rumors? Who is fueling these mafias who can go and tell candidates that we have the exam paper, come and buy it from us? Because after every couple of years, there is a confirmed leakage of the exam paper. Cambridge has to ensure that any loophole in their system, any deficiency in their system is taken care of. So my demands would be three. Number one, Cambridge should still consider cancelling the entire exam and arranging a mini-exam to ensure grades are actually fair and reliable. Number two, in case that's not possible, and I think it's not possible because Cambridge has already made the decision that every effort should be made to ensure candidates are not treated unfairly and they are not at a disadvantage. How would they do that? That's difficult because it is clear that some candidates had an advantage. They had their access to other questions as well, where candidates' performance will be based. Number three, the security system, the exam paper security system has to be redefined, has to be reshaped. And we need to be taken into confidence. We are stakeholders. We are equally concerned about the integrity and repute of Cambridge. We should be taken into confidence the action Cambridge is taken, and Cambridge should ensure that such incidents stop happening. And when these incidents will stop happening, rumors and unfavorable news will stop circulating as well. Thank you very much.